Hello everyone, welcome back to another tournament cast. Today it's the game 2 of my match versus Unveil group stage currently. Uh, so let's just jump right into the reason why I picked Corpus de Centauri. I left this map open and I'm not sure if it's me or him who picked it. I think it might be him. Either way, I wanted to pick Corpus on this map because the Corpus is actually pretty decent versus infantry divisions on this. If I remember correctly, I don't think I have a video on this map. So I could like quickly explain the map. It's basically really center based. You take the center, then you control where you want to go. And in theory, it's a infantry map, right? A lot of towns, blah blah blah. But in reality, it's an autocannon map. Autocannons fucking rule. Fire support rules on this map. There's more than enough gaps for you to exploit. And as one guy, random guy on fucking Warrior said, you need to have a PhD in fucking line of sights on this map, so you can utilize your fire support fully. But if you do have a PhD in those fucking in the fucking bullshit, you can actually utilize fire support really effectively. So those divisions are the best. But because I knew he was gonna pick 101st, I pick Corpus. Why is Corpus a counter pick for 101st? It can match the helicopter spam. It can match the infantry spam pretty well. It actually gets way more infantry. Niebieskie Beretti are a really, really good squad, and this is basically one of the only things that the Corpus has going for it. The T-55 AES, the Polish can just grind towns really effectively with this. You're gonna see. And one of the other things is this transport that comes on the Niebieskie Beretti. As you can see, it's actually an AA gun. And my opponent didn't know this. He told me after the game that he just doesn't know that the Nebesky Beretti come in an AA transfer because absolutely no one plays Corpus. If I remember correctly, like people thought it was really good for like 2 or 3 days, and then it was kind of just mid as fuck, which is true. It's a fire support autocannon meta you live in, and ATGM spam, and you can't really spam good ATGMs nor any effective fire support. So you're kind of relying on air spam and helo spam and infantry and leveraging infantry fights, which you can't do on every map, which is why it's kind of bad on ranked. Anyway, enough ranting about Corpus. We're gonna go over my deployment. I deploy two PT-76s on this flank, basically just to respect all those mules, open two Sokol AAs. Why? Because I need fire support and I need AA, and this is perfect. Two Nebesky Beretti, one T-55 AES, all going here. My plan is basically take this town through the grind and then push into here, because I know I can't exactly contest the center, and neither can he really, because none of us really have the fire support that can sit here and start shredding. One ATGM, one diversity ATGM here, one infantry with the sniper rifle and airborne forward deployment here to defend the ATGM, one recon in this building, so I can see what's in this building or in this building if he puts anything there, and so I can RT it. That's the idea, that if this push fails, I'm gonna YOLO into here and contest the center a bit later. What else? Two Nebesky Beretti, as I've shown, one Sapo, same infantry on the left, and one Commandosi. Honestly, I took all this infantry out after this game and just relied on the Commandosi. The Commandosi are a really, really good squad. 3 PKMs and the special forces in these town grinds and these like medium ranges, they fucking demolish everything in their path. It's really good, and then you pack them up in Nebesky Beretti and some cheap fire support, and it's great. For the middle, only one recon team, and that's it. And I forward deploy CVs to capture this and this and this and this to get up an early tick. So that's my idea with the game. Push here, leverage my advantage in infantry, and try and bait his helos into my AA. For his deployment, he deployed a lot of shit. So he gets some Mule 50 cal. Okay, now I finally realize where he gets the Mule 50 cal. He gets into the Stinger, so he has to call on Stinger to get fire support. So that's kind of funny. So he's kind of just deploying wide. He's deploying a bunch of shit here. a bunch of mules, a bunch of stingers, 1 aero rifles. He deploys his standard OH-58C here to provide AA, that's good. 1 Delta Force to this building, it can utilize its sniper really well into this building. As you can see, the sightlines here. You need to have a PhD in sightlines to play this map, but if you have a PhD in sightlines on this map, it's really good. 1 Delta here to contest this side, so I don't sneak around. 1 Mule and 1 Mule Lito, so he defends this, and that's basically it. I'm gonna play from my perspective. We're gonna see how the game goes. What did I want to talk about? Yeah, Corpus can be really underrated. It can also do a PT-76 rush. It can literally get like 30 PT-76s or something, but that's really a meme cheesy strat that I might show off one day. I didn't do it, I just took one Nebeski Beretti PT-76 and I took the ASU-85. We're gonna talk about the ASU-85 later, and maybe in another video when we see it. Sokol AA, just bullying his Delta forces and his Humvees. I unload the... Okay, now we landed. I'm gonna play it on 1 speed. This Delta can see my guy, and this Humvee is gonna eat it alive. I buy a PT-76 so he just doesn't bomb rush here. And my Commandosi and Sapo start pushing up. You're gonna see just how much Commandosi start shredding once if they actually start firing. Sokol AA stays at range, starts firing its rockets. These rockets are pretty good, pretty fast to get them out. Yeah, you can see that they do pretty decent damage to the Delta. Can't really finish them off, but what can you do? PT-76 is here pushing up to this corner, right here to stop any of his push of this Humvee Delta. No plays on the flanks from him. I gambled that he isn't gonna do anything risky like that, and it succeeded. As you can see, I'm on a +2 tick because of the forward deploy CVs. The Commandosi start shredding this arrow, the Fireteam Dragon. Mule Lito died here to... I'm not sure what. Sorry for the lag. Maybe it got too close to this. Yeah, it fired 2 RPGs, so it did get too close to this. He got a bit cocky. This Humvee Delta is dealing with it though. So he's pushing Air Rifles, Dragon, and Deltas up here. I'm buying Nebeski Beretti and PT-76s and more infantry to defend this sector. Here the push continues. He Delta Force starts dying to the commandos. We start gambling here. First miss and then second hit. Good thing with Sokol AA is it has 6 HP, so it can survive versus basically every single one of his AA pieces. It can survive other pieces though. PT-76 here dies to the Mule Lito, but it gets it here. The PT-76 here in this deck get free vet and resolute, so that's why they're kind of good. We start pushing up the Delta Force. This Recon Hilo is providing recon. This Signet is kind of useless thing because on the Hilo, because of the very good optics, you're kind of just gonna see him anyway. Like in this circle, you're probably gonna see him unless he's in some like bush here. Although I think I do see the Delta. Never mind, I don't. Never mind. I guess it's useful maybe for something like that. T-55 AS pushing up to deal with his Mule fire support. Commandosi pushing up for the Aero Engineers. They start doing the 3PKM fun stuff. Nebeski Beretti coming up. Topaz is providing fire support, deleting this. PT-76 goes down to the Delta. Unlucky. What can you do? Supply here to resupply the Sokols, and here he keeps pushing up. He realizes that I don't have much here, so to counteract my push into this, he is gonna push into here, which is a good play. But he is letting me go in here. He buys a DAP. Pretty decent Hilo. SU-22 rocket purchased kills the Delta and Humvee. So this division can air spam. These SU-22 rockets are really good. Fast reload, can gun run Hilos, etc. Commandosi died to the DAP, but the Topaz start firing. I think I did. Never mind. They don't. Kills the Mule supply. Aero Rifle Dragon deploy. I push up the CV so I can put it behind this building. F-15 Eagle goes, tries to gun run the Sokol, fails. I have no AA outside of the Sokols. It doesn't manage to hit it, put him on low cohesion though. Killing the Blackhawk with the Sokol AAs. He kills one with the Stinger, unlucky. So I immediately push back the so-called AA here to provide fire support for this air rifle dragon that's pushing up. Here his push is continuing, but I do have an infantry squad to stop it. This AA piece here is also really good for fire support and just providing general AA. This DAP is dying to the Topaz 2 AP. As you can see, it's in the range 2100 meters, and two of them can do more than enough damage. This T55 AS does 1 damage to this and drops it to medium cohesion. This Nebesky Beretti takes this whole point, and he buys an artillery, which I think is the wrong play, because the game hasn't really settled in a line. It's still kind of mobile. SU-22 rocket to clean this up, but Eagle gets me. Highly unfortunate. This PT-76 providing fire support. He can do it, bros. 0.76 HE. It's got a decent rate of fire, though. This thing shoots fucking Stralas at 40% accuracy. So after I take this point, I decide to push into the middle. I know he doesn't have that much here. Mech Rifle Dragon keep missing my Topaz 2 APs, which provide fire support. These are especially vulnerable since they are an AA gun, but they do suffer from they like 200 meter range, like the normal KPVT has, which is sad. They are. How did this eagle die? Okay, I buy a MiG-29, and as it's cheating out, I decide to gamble and get his eagle, so that's really fucking important. This air rifle dragon winning this fight because of his fire support, and he keeps pushing the deltas and rifles into here. As I said, after this game, I kind of took out the sniper rifle because of the minimum range it has. Very unfortunate. This here is secured, the Nebesky Beretti keep pushing around here. More Topaz 2 APs, just buy more Nebesky Beretti and the AA that comes in with them. He sneaks in a CV into here, so that's very annoying. I have to equalize the tick, so I have to push a CV into here, and he is getting into this zone, although kind of hard. He doesn't have good fire support, and neither do I. Which is why Corpus can excel in these fights. Buy a smoke mortar for this, because I thought I'm going to need to smoke the CV, but I guess not. Sokol Rocket and Sokol AA. Sokol Rocket really good for 100 points versus this deck especially. This Mule doesn't have any range to contest anything, and this push here is kind of dead for him, so he is just kind of focusing on buying this. 2 Arrow Rifle 84s for this here. We're gonna see what he's gonna do with them. Another Arrow Rifle Dragon push, but Nebesky Beretti just in the open just starts fucking shredding him. This push here is succeeding. He's running away with the Mule. A bunch of Nebesky Beretti just walking around. This is 1 HP. I should have fucking retreated it. So I start switching helicopters around to here. He captures this point. I unload Nebesky Beretti here because I think that he is gonna continue pushing up, but I didn't realize that I actually traded pretty decently here. Artillery purchase to this building. When I see him firing, I immediately move out. He's like half HP to my fucking thing. It's kinda crazy. This 1 HP infantry that in an retreat fucking died, and this is just completely open for him. I mean, open for him, open for me, so I keep pushing. The Topaz Yard is really nice. Comes with a Strela, so you get like two Strelas, and you can max out them, get like 5 of them. So you get like 2 AA pieces and a ZSU fucking gun, which is pretty decent on this map. That's your best AA piece outside of this thing here. I think I lose 1 helicopter here. Never mind, I don't push it out yet. I buy an 80 GM here because you can put them in these high-rise buildings. Then deny any fire support he can get into this building. This side is generally better to play. As you can see, it's not that hard to defend this point. Not that hard to get back into it. But he does have these high rises the same, so it's not like I'm crying for him. Peon bot. I like the peon, some people hate it. I don't see the mule completely, so I missed the shot. Misses 2 shots, unlucky. ASU-85 bot. ASU-85 is pretty underrated. Has mediocre stealth, so it's basically like an 80 gun that can move. Has the same pen as T-55 and has 12 rate to fire, so it's pretty insane. Also gets free vet. This ASU-85 pushed up into arrow rifle's minimum range, so I push up my helicopters to deal with it. Another SU-22 rocket bot, trying to get the his fucking leader. He's kind of sloppy with the eagle on the completely wrong side of the map, so I just managed to kill him. He is trying to get this MiG-29, and when I see him, I fucking retreat instantly. And he's gonna get pretty unlucky, and all of his eagle shots are gonna miss if I remember correctly. And then I just ambush him with another MiG-29 right from spawn that I buy literally the tick that happened, and he's gonna die. So he lost 2 eagles. Very painful for him. This guy dies here, and he gets back into here. Tries to push up the little birds. We're gonna see what my A is gonna think about it. Yeah, he tries to get the DAP, and the Topaz is 2,100 meter range helicopters. You have to respect it. So this, so my push is going for his back point. He buys an Abrams here, and let's see how that's gonna, wind up for him. Another legal bot, and retreated under fire. ASU-85 here, gone from the Delta probably. This Stinger is shooting at my helicopters, and it's actually hitting because it's a max sweat, 70%. Holy shit. Yeah, 2 helicopters die here. Never mind, just 1. And 1 is left on 1 HP, so I retreated back to the Mi-6 Hilo. I don't even use this mortar in the end. He tries to push up the looter birds into my AA, and it doesn't work. Pew pew pew. And at this point, I'm on a +1. I'm back in this point. He has nothing to contest it with. He bought an Abrams, and he tried to shut down my air spam, but he had a lot of negative clicks. As you can see, he's gonna surrender pretty quickly. Nebesky Bratty can hold this no problem, because I have enough helicopters to get him here. He's never gonna get push me out of this, and I get a Seria out to try and snipe his Abrams. I know he has no AA here, and he just surrenders the game. Maybe a tiny bit prematurely. Maybe he could have squeezed something out, but looking at his KD, yeah, it's pretty insane. As you can see at the top of 2 AP, it's fucking OP, broken unit. Corpus Decentovi plays really well against infantry decks, but against armor decks, like this deck is countered by a BMP2, and you're gonna see like literally the next video how hard this deck gets countered by BMP2s. SU-22 Rocket doing great work. Topaz Yod also providing decent fire support and great work versus his helicopters. You kind of have to push them up here, and that brings you into Topaz range. And Topaz does not forgive, bro. Does not forgive at all. This T-55 AS didn't really do much at all. But what can you do? The game was kind of mobile. There was no infantry concentration to really target, and that's about it for this video. Quick win, 1-for-1, 1 win, 1 draw in this round. All GG well played to Unveil, and we're going to see you guys in the next one. Bye.